The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.
Suncoast takes on Cypress Bay in tonight's championship game of School Duel. To the championship of School Duel 2017. This is where 60 South Florida high schools competed online, and the top 20 battled it out in an academic tournament right here for bragging rights. Now today's winners walk away with a school trophy from EDCO. And take a look, there it is, the beautiful trophy from EDCO Awards and Specialties. Lovely. And the winners also receive a $1,000 check for each student, courtesy of Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union. There's Cosmo from Bright Star Credit Union holding a check, as well as the Cal from Chick-fil-A with another check. Round of applause for them. Yes. And now with that much at stake, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the brackets to see how these two schools made it here. Now, as you see, the Suncoast Chargers and Cypress Bay Lightning have worked their way through some pretty stiff competition to make it all the way to the finals. And this championship game should be quite a battle as well between these two equally matched schools. So, of course, let's hear it for our two competitors. And, of course, there's more. During the show, each student will compete in the Chick-fil-A Challenge. Here, the student with the most correct answers throughout this championship game will win Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches for an entire year. Yes, very exciting. All right, now let's get started with the warning shot. In this round, it's school versus school, and each question is worth 10 points. Any question answered incorrectly gives the other school a chance to steal. So, schools, I know you've been waiting for this moment. Hands on the buzzer and prepare for the warning shot. Our first question deals with presidents. Richard Nixon spent 8 years as Dwight Eisenhower's vice president before losing the presidency to what? Yes, Karen?
John F. Kennedy.
Yes, very good, and we are off. Next question deals with writing. One common type of 5-paragraph essay asks you to list similarities and differences between two things. Thus, it's called what type, Jalen?
Compare and contrast.
Excellent, good job. All right, let's move on to a math question. In math, every circle contains what number of angular degrees? Yes, Jacob?
360.
Yes, very good. All right, gems. It is made of calcium carbonate. Name this precious gem, often created by oysters. Responding, Karen?
A pearl.
Yes, good job. All right, narrators. Actor Alec Baldwin narrated the U.S. animated version of what tank engine stories for Abby?
Thomas the Train Engine.
Yes, very good. Spelling. Give the correct spelling of the word weather in the sentence. Jacob?
W-H-E-T-H-E-R.
Incorrect. Cypress Bay. Give the correct spelling of the word weather in the sentence. The weather should be hot tomorrow. Abby?
W-E-A-T-H-E-R.
Correct. Very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the What Am I question, brought to you by Broward County Schools. Now, this is where our contestants are given a clue about something or someone and shown a picture that will slowly reveal itself. So, here goes. She created the Just Say No campaign to discourage drug use and is admired for how she took care. Francisco.
Reagan.
Very good. We are talking about Nancy Reagan. Good job. And before becoming First Lady, Nancy was a Hollywood actress, performing in 11 films, including one in which she appeared with her future husband, President Ronald Reagan. All right, let's move on. Question about teeth. What royal treatment cements a permanent tooth repair in place? Alex.
Crown.
Yes, very good. Let's move on to a question about music. What popular genre of music has subcategories like Dixieland and ragtime? Yes, Abby?
Country.
Incorrect. Suncoast? Jacob?
Blues.
Incorrect. We're looking for jazz. Let's go ahead and move on to grammar. In grammar, give the opposite of active voice when the subject, yes, Karen?
Passive voice?
Yes, good job. All right, here we go. Question about the NFL. Identify the NFL franchise whose greatest show on turf won, Eli?
The Los Angeles Rams.
Yes, very good. All right, rock and roll. What rock and roll great, famous for his hip swiveling, gave us, Karen?
Elvis Presley?
Absolutely. Very good. All right, discoveries. Sir Alexander Fleming used a petri dish. Yes, Dylan?
Penicillin.
That's what he did. Correct. Very good. Characters. In the novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, name the captain of the sub... Karen?
Nemo?
Yes, very good. Here we go. The body. What muscle across the bottom of your rib cage is especially used in breathing? Jalen?
Diaphragm.
Yes, very good. All right, here's a question about design. Give the interior design term for a small tray that spins in a circle and can, Jacob?
Lazy Susan.
Yes, very good. And that horn means the end to the warning shot round. We have a close game. Suncoast is leading. They have 90 points. Cypress Bay has 60 points. But we'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
Improve your money skills with Brightstar University. At Brightstar University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Brightstar University is brought to you by Brightstar Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
to team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
Demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Championship game ended with Suncoast leading. They have 90 points. Cypress Bay is not too far behind. They have 60 points. Now, before we begin the second round, let's take a minute to meet the competitors from each school. Let's start with the Suncoast Chargers. Welcome. All right, we're going to start with Dylan, who's a freshman. And Dylan, the question of the day is, if you were to win that $1,000 check, what would you do with the money?
I would go to Iceland with the family.
Sounds nice. All right, we have next to you Alex, who's a senior. Same question for you, Alex.
Actually, I'm a junior.
Oh, you're a junior. Okay.
I am currently unaware of what I'll do with that money, but I will be $1,000 richer.
Yes, you will be. All right, next to you is Jacob, who's a senior.
Yeah.
What would you do with the $1,000 if you won?
I'm thinking maybe I'll take a trip to New York to go to the Governor's Ball Music Festival in June.
Oh, sounds interesting. All right, and the captain of Suncoast's team is Karen, who's a senior. Karen, what would you do with the $1,000?
Well, I think I should get a bike because currently we only have 3 bikes and we have 4 people in the family. And if we have an extra bike, then we'll have 4 people on 4. Yeah.
That sounds like a great plan, Karen. I like it. All right, round of applause for Suncoast. All right, now let's go ahead and meet their competitors. They are the Cypress Bay Lightning. Welcome. Shaq, who's a junior. Abby, if you were to win the $1,000 prize today, what would you do with the money?
I'm not sure, but I'll probably divvy it up between charity and my college tuition.
Yeah. Sounds good. Excellent. Next to you is Eli, who's a senior.
I think I'm just going to save it for a rainy day. I'm not really sure right now.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. All right, we have Jalen, who's a senior. Who's next to you?
I would save it and pay for college.
All right, sounds good. And last but not least, we have the captain of Cypress Bay's team. His name is Francisco, and he's a senior. Francisco, what would you do with the $1,000?
I'll buy a plane ticket to Hawaii.
Sounds good. It can go with your shirts. Very nice. All right, now that we know everyone, let's go ahead and move on to round 2, the joust. Here, a player from each school competes head-to-head with toss-up questions. Now, the winner gets 3 bonus questions for their school, and all questions are worth 10 points each. All right, schools, it is time to joust. Let's have Karen and Francisco come on down. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Born Eric Blair, what is the pen name of this British author who wrote 1984 and Animal Farm? Yes, Karen?
George Orwell.
Yes, very good. All right, Suncoast, the following bonus questions all deal with authors of British literature. Bonus question number 1. Name this British author of Mansfield Park and Pride and Prejudice. Karen?
Jane Austen.
Yes, very good. Here's your second bonus question. What Scottish author wrote the classic adventure novel Treasure Island? Yes, Dylan?
Robert Louis Stevenson.
Very good. And here's your third bonus question. Name this Nobel Prize winning British author of Lord of the Flies. Yes, Karen?
Goldie.
Very good. All right, Jalen and Jacob, come on down. It's your turn to joust. Gentlemen, here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. The early Middle Ages began in Europe with the collapse of what empire centered on the... Yes, Jalen?
The Roman Empire.
Yes, very good. We're now at Cypress Bay. The following bonus questions, Cypress Bay, all deal with the Middle Ages. Bonus question number 1. What weapon developed during the Crusades was a sophisticated bow and arrow held horizontally and fired by means of a trigger? Yes, Abby?
Crossbow.
Very good. Bonus question number 2. Name the writing instrument used during the Middle Ages made from a feather shaft. Jalen?
Quill.
Yes, good job. Here's your third bonus question. What code of conduct required medieval knights to be gallant, courteous, honorable, loyal, and generous? Eli?
Chivalry.
Yes, very good. All right, Eli and Alex, come on down. It's your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. The name of what non-lethal weapon is an acronym for Thomas A. Swift's... Yes,
Taser.
Alex?
Taser.
Very good. All right, Suncoast. The following bonus questions all deal with acronyms, Suncoast. Bonus question number 1. What is the acronym for sound navigation and ranging? Dylan?
Sonar.
Yes, good job. Your second bonus question, the typical treatment for a torn ligament or a pulled muscle is RICE. This acronym stands for rest, ice, compression, and what? Karen?
Elevation.
Very good. Here's your third bonus question. Ranging from 1 to 5, what is the acronym for the system of defense conditions used by the U.S. military? Jacob?
DEFCON.
Yes, very good. All right, last 2 contestants will be Dylan and Abby. Come on down. It's your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. In William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, what is Juliet's last name? Yes, Abby?
Capulet.
Very good. All right, Cypress Bay. The following bonus questions all deal with William Shakespeare. Bonus question number 1. Complete this quote from the historical drama Julius Caesar. Friends, Roman, countrymen. Finish it. Abby?
Foes.
Incorrect. It's lend me your ears. All right, bonus question number 2 is, in what state is something rotten according to Macbeth? Yes, Abby?
Life.
Incorrect. It's Denmark. Here's your third bonus question. Ophelia, Gertrude, and Horatio are characters in what Shakespearean drama? Jalen?
Hamlet.
Yes, very good. All right. And that horn means the end to the joust. Suncoast is leading. They have 170 points. Cypress Bay has 120 points. But don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
From elementary to high school, Broward County Public Schools magnet programs provide extra opportunities and experiences for students in specific fields of study. International Baccalaureate, Military Academy, Montessori, Performance and Visual Arts, Sciences, and many others. The programs are free. Shop early for your child's education. Apply online today at browardschools.com. Broward County Public Schools Magnet Programs.
Missing school? You're missing out. Regular attendance equals education, and education equals success.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Welcome back to the finals of School Duel, where local high schools match wits to see who will be this year's School Duel champion. This championship match has Suncoast High competing against Cypress Bay High. Currently, Suncoast is leading with 170 points, but Cypress Bay has 120 points. We are now ready for the rapid fire round. During this round, schools receive a category of questions to answer quickly by themselves, and the questions are worth 10 points. Now, if any questions are answered incorrectly, the other school can steal. Since Cypress Bay is trailing, they will have the opportunity to pick their category. And today's choices are 20th century or 21st century. Which category would you like, Cypress Bay?
We'll take 21st century.
All right. It's all yours. All right, schools, here comes the rapid fire. Cypress Bay, 21st century. In this category, the questions all deal with the current century beginning in 2001. Each question is worth 10 points, and remember, you must answer these quickly or the judge will move you on. So, let's begin. He ran for president against Bush in 2004.
Kerry.
2012 was the 75th anniversary of what iconic California bridge?
Golden Gate.
In 2006, this former president of Iraq was executed.
Saddam Hussein.
What year will be the tricentennial of the Declaration of Independence?
2076.
Suspected terrorists are still detained in what facility?
Guantanamo Bay.
In 2011, Kate Middleton married what prince?
William.
In 2012, a new search began for this woman aviator lost in 1937.
Amelia Earhart.
In 2004, American space probe successfully landed on what red planet?
Mars.
Let It Go won an Oscar for Best Song from this 2013.
Frozen.
Name the current Chief Justice of the Supreme Court.
John Roberts.
Very good. We got through all of your questions, Cypress Bay. And they got them all right. Nothing to steal, Suncoast. Well, Suncoast, your category is 20th century. And in this category, the questions all deal with the time period between 1901 and 2000. Each question is worth 10 points. And remember, you must answer these quickly or the judge will move you on. So let's begin. Who was the British Prime Minister in 1943?
Churchill.
In 1994, Nelson Mandela became the first black president of what country?
South Africa.
Biplanes were first used in what war?
World War I.
Appointed in 1993, she is the oldest Supreme Court judge still serving.
Bader Ginsburg.
In 1991, what country broke into 15 republics?
The Soviet Union.
80s movie where 5 high schoolers meet at a Saturday detention.
The Breakfast Club.
The Normandy invasion of 1944 occurred in what country?
France.
This VP became president as a direct result of the Watergate scandal.
Ford.
In 1962, he wrote his first comic book that featured Spider-Man.
Never mind.
Before 1997, Hong Kong was a colony of what country?
Great Britain.
Very good, Suncoast. You got through all of your questions. There's only one question to steal, Cypress Bay. Do you know the answer to in 1962? Yes, Eli?
Stanley.
Very good. Excellent. All right, that ends the rapid fire round. We have a close game. Suncoast is holding on to their lead. They lead by 260 points. Cypress Bay has 230 points. But let's just take a short break, and then we will be back with a final showdown to determine this year's champion.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
To team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. Means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
Improve your money skills with Bright Star University. At Bright Star University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Bright Star University is brought to you by Bright Star Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
We are back with School Duel. We've got a good championship game going as Suncoast is holding on tightly to their lead over Cypress Bay. Our current score is 260 to 230. It is now time for the final showdown. This is the last round. Schools go against each other again with toss-up questions, but this time these questions are now worth 20 points each. Now remember, if a question is answered incorrectly, the other school can steal the points. All right, schools, no pressure. This is for the 2017 School Duel Championship. It is time for the final showdown. First question deals with politics. The U.S. Senate website says this term comes from the Dutch for pirate. Give this term for the delaying tactics used. Jalen?
Filibuster.
Wonders. What Egyptian wonders of the ancient world are mostly made? Yes, Karen?
Great Pyramid.
Singers. What country singer of Breathe and This Kiss is married to fellow country star Tim McGraw? Abby?
Great Britain.
Incorrect. Suncoast? Jacob?
Dolly Parton.
Faith Hill is the answer. Spelling. If you haven't totally forgotten how, spell the word amnesia. Abby?
A-M-N-E-S-I-A.
Tradition. Top sprinters from this country have included
Jamaica.
Characters. He is now more of an anti-hero whose body is scarred but who has the ability to heal himself rapidly. Jacob?
Deadpool.
Time travel. You get on a plane in New York at 9 a.m. for a 4-hour flight to Denver, which is 2 time zones west. What time in Denver will you land? Eli?
1.
Incorrect. Suncoast? Dylan?
11 o'clock.
MLK. Martin Luther King Jr. wrote a 1963 letter from the jail in, yes, Karen?
Birmingham.
Actors. The James Bond movie Thunderball features what actor still most famous for playing James Bond? Eli.
Sean Connery.
4-letter words. What 4-letter word for trash can describe any scientific, Karen?
Junk.
Conferences, often called Tobacco Road when referring to teams in North Carolina. Name this college athletic league. Eli.
ACC.
Latin. Its Latin name means from the island of Cyprus. Name this metallic element. Yes, Abby.
Copper.
Gases. The vast majority of the atmosphere of Mars is what gas, Abby?
Carbon dioxide.
Amendments. Identify the constitutional amendment that gave women the right to vote. Eli?
19th.
Astronauts. The 1962 Mercury Atlas space mission made what former Ohio senator the first American? Francisco?
John Glenn.
Fast capitals. What's the capital of Finland? Yes, Karen?
Helsinki.
Lab work. What spinning device often found? Yes, Karen?
A centrifuge.
Sports. How many consecutive strikes are needed for a perfect game? Jacob?
12.
Representation. John Hancock and Samuel Adams both signed the Declaration, Karen?
Of Independence.
Incorrect. Cypress Bay signed the Declaration of Independence representing what state? Francisco?
Massachusetts.
Writers. Who wrote the novels Mockingjay and The Hunger Games? Karen?
Suzanne Collins.
Water. It is partly enclosed by land and shares water with the Mediterranean Sea. Its name may anciently have meant dark. Name this colorful body of water that borders Georgia. Yes, Abby.
Black Sea.
Fast math. What is 8 cubed? Jacob.
256.
Incorrect. Cypress Bay. Francisco.
512.
Movies. Name the 2016 movie that tells how the Black American athlete Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals at the 1936 Berlin Olympics by defeating the world's best white athletes. Yes, Abby?
Owens?
Incorrect. Suncoast. The movie was titled Race. All right, and that brings an end to this season of School Duel as Suncoast goes on to winning. They held on to their lead throughout the entire game, but man, what a tight game. I must give it up to both teams. Round of applause to Suncoast and Cypress Bay. I mean, this game came down to 10 points. Now, Suncoast, your win is putting you into the 2017 School Duel Championship title. Congratulations. And of course, great job to everyone. What a great game and what a great way to end the season. Now, both schools have been incredible this year. Let's hear it one more time for these 2 fantastic schools. Now, this also brings an end to the Chick-fil-A Challenge, and today's winner is, where's my drum roll? Karen from Suncoast. Congratulations, Karen. All right, congratulations on your Chick-fil-A sandwiches for an entire year. Now, we are going to take a short break, and then we'll be right back for the presentation of prizes and the championship trophies, so don't go anywhere. Now the time to award the prizes to our School Duel 2017 winners. I'm your host, Lisa Lee, and without further ado, we are going to start with our runners-up. They are from Cypress Bay. Let's welcome their advisor, Richard Farmer. Come on up here, Mr. Farmer, as well as all of their players, Francisco, Jalen, Eli, Abhishek, and their alternate, Jason. Come on down. All right, so Mr. Farmer, what do you think? How did these guys do?
Oh, they did amazing. I mean, just like Chief Joseph said when he surrendered, my heart is a little sick and sad, but they did an amazing job.
Don't be.
We're very proud of them. We're very proud. I couldn't be more proud of these guys. They worked hard all year. So.
And I have a question for them. What was up with this themed Hawaiian shirts? Who's going to talk?
Francisco, well, it's always been a tradition of Cypress Bay. Every academic competition we go to, we all wear Hawaiian shirts, and it's fun, so we always do it.
All right, I like it, and I loved all of your entertaining points throughout the game. Now let me go ahead and explain what prizes you're winning here. For the advisor who made it to the finals, that would be you, Mr. Farmer. You get $100 courtesy of Bright Star Credit Union.
Great, terrific.
We also have for the players, everyone who played in School Duel this season receives the trophies from EDCO Awards and Specialties, as well as passes to the Museum of Discovery and Science, and of course, delicious lunches from Spaghettos, McFatter's Technical School of Culinary Arts, and of course, Chick-fil-A. And we're not through. We also are going to be giving you guys the runners-up gift bags with a bunch of items, including a hat and gift certificates to Extreme Action Park in Fort Lauderdale. We have a representative here. Her name is Amy Arner. Amy, come on down and go ahead and hand our lovely contestants their gifts. And that's again from Extreme Action Park in Fort Lauderdale. And last but not least, as the runners-up, each student will receive a $200 check from Bright Star Credit Union. So congratulations again, Cypress Bay, Broward County Public Schools' finest. All right, guys, thank you very much. We'll see you next season, hopefully. All right. And no problem. Thank you. Now let's move on to our winners of the 2017 School Duel season. They are Suncoast. Come on down. Hailing all the way from Palm Beach, a proud Palm Beach County Public Schools. All right, so we have our advisor here, Cartier Scott. Did I say it right?
Yes, Cartier Scott.
Cartier Scott. All right. And what did you think of your students? How did they do?
Listen, I thought they put in countless hours and time into doing this, getting ready for the school duel, especially after last year being the runners-up and going through that hurt. I have two of my members that were there last year. So, listen, this year they grinded and they got it.
That's right, and we have with us Karen, Jacob, Dylan, Zach, and the alternate is Alex. And yes, you guys last year were the runners-up. Now, what was it like winning? Now, Karen, you've been here 3 years, so tell me, what does it feel like to finally take away the crown?
Well, I feel like I made my advisors finally happy, which is always a good thing. I don't know, I feel like it's a nice way to end the year, you know? After I go off to whatever college that accepts me, you know, it's a nice way to leave a small, really, really small imprint on what my school has to offer.
Very good. Anyone else want to wrap up what this year was like on School Duel? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so being on here last year was fantastic. I learned about School Duel from our coach, and I came on last year and I thought it was fantastic. I had a really nice time, and I felt like that little twinge of regret at the end of the year from coming in second place. So it's really nice to come back and feel like we really powered through with just a fantastic team. All 5 of these people are just really good, and I'm really proud of us, and I'm really thankful for our coach and just everything. It's all really good.
All right, that's right. They're bonded for life now. They've won School Duel 2017. Now let me explain to you what you're going to be winning. As champions, you all received the prizes mentioned for the runners-up. In addition, we do have a special championship gift bag from Extreme Action Park with all kinds of goodies in there. Amy, come on down and hand them out. They're in that bag. We have hats, shirts, and of course gift certificates for each of our winners to use at their location of Extreme Action Park in Fort Lauderdale. We also have individual championship trophies from EDCO Awards and Specialties. We have Chris Sabalas from Bright Star Credit Union. Where are you, Chris? Come on down. And she's going to present the school trophies. Here we go, the School Duel Championship trophy. Hold it up. Beautiful. You can go ahead and present it. There we go, and that is courtesy of EDCO Awards and Specialty. Now, would you like to say anything special about this trophy, what it's going to feel like? Is there somewhere you're going to put it in your school so everyone can see and envy your students?
Well, listen, last year the coach put the trophy in her classroom. So I don't have a classroom since I'm new to the school. I have a cart. So it will be on my cart, and it will roll around the school all year.
I like that. I like that. All right, Chris from Bright Star, tell us, how does it feel to present that trophy to the winners?
Well, we're extremely proud of you guys, and we really feel like we're reaching out to the community. You guys make us very proud, and we really hope you use that money to, you know, brighten up your future.
Definitely, and of course here at School Duel, we are very thankful for Bright Star being a sponsor since day one, and we're very thankful to you and all your colleagues at work. So thank you, Bright Star Credit Union. All right, also EDCO, thank you so much for the trophy. And we also have Vivian Collado from Chick-fil-A to present the $1,000 check that I've been talking about all season. She's a happy lady. Go ahead and present the check. All right, would you like to say something special as well? You know, how does it feel to be presenting a $1,000 check?
Well, it's an honor and a privilege to be a sponsor for School Duel and supporting higher education. And on behalf of Chick-fil-A in South Florida, we would like to congratulate you for being here and winning.
And I'm sure all of our high schoolers love Chick-fil-A, is that correct? Yeah, I think everyone here in the room, especially me, loves Chick-fil-A. So thank you as well for being a part of School Duel since day one. We really appreciate having you as a sponsor, so thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our 2017 School Duel season. Once again, our winners, Suncoast. Give it up for them. Hailing all the way from Riviera Beach in Palm Beach County. We are thankful here. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and of course to our sponsors, thank you very much for your support of School Duel. I'm your host, Lisa Lee, and again, remember, always tune in Thursday nights at 7 to School Duel.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.